Oh, hi everybody. It's favourites time. It is also, sorry if I look a bit manic, I'm just so overexcited and emotionally drained. It's publication day. It's publication day. My book is out, How Not to Be a Supermodel, and I can't believe this day is finally here. It's so surreal. I know that people say this, like, oh my God, I can finally tell you, it's finally out. It's just so unbelievably important. I can't even speak. Right, let's just take a little hot minute, shall we? I'm sitting in my hotel room, which seems to be my new home, and because there's no chair, I don't know why there's no chair, because they could easily fit one in this corner and it would just be a useful thing. And a chair is generally quite a useful thing to have. I'm sitting on my suitcase and I'm not quite sure how much longer this is going to survive, because I've filmed 4 different videos now using this as a seat, and it really feels like the zip is going to start buckling. It's going to start buckling under pressure. Right, okay, let's start again. The book is out. The reviews from journalists, from peers that have read it, people I really respect and can't believe have taken the time to read it, have been absolutely incredible. It's just been the most incredible feeling. And what a bloody ride to have been on. I can't wait to do it again. I know I shouldn't say that. Let's just get this book out. But writing the book was the best. Once I finally took the months off to do it and stopped dicking around trying to do everything else at the same time and just set aside the time, those months where I just locked myself away and I was just writing, they were the happiest, best months of my life. Which is why I'm just so happy that this is out, because it feels like a little, I don't know, I feel like it's just the best of me in a package. And you can have it in your hands, in your home. The best of me. That's what I should have called it. Would be a bit random and not at all relevant. If you know me and you've been following me, it is me. Imagine me just doing a mad job that's madder than the one I do and taking you on the journey. That's what this is. It's out in hardback, which would be my preferred choice, but only because I just like to have nice books in the house. It's also, but would it be my preferred choice? I've ordered it in all 3 formats so far, because, you know, you've got to do it, haven't you? Audiobook is read by me and has some little extras, which people will really love. It's got an interview with Caroline Hirons at the end. It's got a funny bonus track at the beginning, which you'll really like, that you have to listen to before it eases you into the book. And the hardback has pictures. The Kindle version has pictures. If you're not in the UK, Waterstones in the UK deliver worldwide, and I think quite speedily. So lots of my readers and followers who were in the States, Canada, Australia, parts of Europe, they all got their copies before publication day. So that's worth, I mean, they seem to be very, very efficient at delivering worldwide. So if you want it earlier than it's going to come out in your country, then that's what you need to do. You need to do Waterstones. And then just enjoy it and let me know what you think. Rate it, review it, I don't know, whatever, tell me. Leave me a comment. I don't think I can even do my other favourites, to be quite honest with you. I'm just too excited. And it's not a good thing, because I have been stuck in this hotel room for quite a few days. And I think because I don't have the calming influence of my family, calming influence, or just the distraction of having to care for other people, it sent me a bit doolally. I'm not going to lie about that. I've been far too active on social media. It's almost as though somebody needs to just come and take my cameras away from me, because I can't stop talking. I can't stop going on about it. On my face, right, this is my next favourite. I think this actually launches today as well. It's the Skin Nova Complexion Balm from Vive. I am loving all of these very lightweight, sheer, plumpy, glowy face bases that are coming out. I feel like they're very much aimed at my sort of age group where, I'm in my 40s and I can't handle matte foundations because they sit in fine lines and they just make me look like a puppet, a theatre puppet. I need to have the glow. I don't want to have to add the glow separately. I just kind of want face bases that do it all. That's all I want. I want to add a little bit of colour and a tiny bit of glow and a little bit of coverage to my skin on a day off, and I don't want to have to think about loads of blending, and I don't want to look cakey. I don't want to look too done. And a lot of these new bases, like the Lisa Eldridge skin tint, the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin that's in a stick, which is a little bit too glowy for me as an all-over foundation, but I do love it. What else? The Kevyn Aucoin, the Stripped Bare, whatever it's called, foundation. That's, I think, probably my number one foundation. That has a bit more coverage than this. But all of those, they are just really nice grown-up skin products. I don't know what it is about it, but it irks me. So I have this one on, the Skin Nova, and I have it on in shade 200. I think I could probably be slightly warmer or slightly darker with it. So I'm going to try the next shade down. But I think for winter, oh my God, this is just absolutely perfect. I've just had my roots done, which always makes me feel lots blonder. And then it sort of skews how I feel about my makeup. So I'll try a shade darker and see how I get on. But it's beautiful. Glides on. It's buttery. It's plumpy. If you've got dry skin, it's not going to feel, some of the fluids, they just feel too light and setting for me. They feel almost like they're going to be drying. They never are, but it's just that feel. And you've got something a bit more creamy, you get that instant gratification of something that feels like it's moisturising your skin. So this is beautiful. And I think that this comes out today. Third favourite. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to move from this suitcase because I feel like I'm going to give myself, I don't know, some kind of blood clotting problem in my upper thighs. Oh my God, that's better. Have you ever sat, I know this is too much information, but have you ever sat on the toilet for too long scrolling Instagram? And before you know it, you've been on there for 30 minutes. You finished in minute 2, but you've just sat there and then you start to realise that you can't feel your legs. That's how I started to feel then. Now listen, my third favourite, and I feel as though it's a little bit of a strange one because I'm not at home. I was intending to film this at home. So I have my list of favourites as the month goes on, and then by the time I go around to film my favourites, I know for definite those are my 5 best things of the month. And one of my things is a building project that we started at home. And it's very specifically my building project because it's going to be it's where I'm going to work from. So I am going to document this process on Instagram and also I think on my Substack. This is what's happening. Should I tell you about this before I've even started my posts? I'll let you in. This is early info. Okay, so what started off as me renting an office away from home because my work-life balance is shocking and I need some kind of separation and just something has to be done. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to start renting an office. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to commute and I'm going to stay there all day and then I'll come back at the end of the day and hopefully I will get more done. And then when I'm at home, I can enjoy home time. When I'm at work, I can work properly. But then I thought, that's idiotic. Why don't I spend 10 times the price and build myself an office in the garden? So what started off as I was going to convert the shed that's in my secret garden. Don't know whether I've shown you the secret garden before on YouTube, but you go through a very old wall and then there's a series of little gardens that step down the valley that are beautiful, but we've sort of not got round to doing yet. And at the very top of one of the slope is a shed. So the original idea was just to take the doors off the shed, change it to French doors to let some light in, stick a desk in, paint the walls. But obviously this is me and I can't do anything housewise by halves. So I now have a mega cabin that looks like something from Hansel and Gretel crossed with a Yellowstone ranch cabin with touches of Soho farmhouse cabin. I'm having that built at the top of the garden. It's turned into quite the project. So make sure you're following on Instagram, and if you want the written posts, I mean, I'll obviously talk about the written posts again and I'll flag it up when there's one going up. They might just have a little bit more extra info, but I'm not sure yet. I might not even do them. But if you want my posts on a Tuesday, then subscribe to Substack and I'll put that in the caption below. Every Tuesday there's a beauty post. Although I say it's a beauty post, I mean about 30% of the time it's a beauty post because I get so distracted. So there's always something going on that's slightly unhinged. About a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, I went to an art exhibition right out in the depths of Wiltshire in this gallery, which was so cool, which was just in the middle of nowhere on what must have been an old farm or something. And it was a really amazing exhibition of very, very good painters. So I went, and there were these original oil paintings, or loads of different types of paintings, by a man called John Heseltine, who used to do the original James Bond movie posters. And I think it might have been our wedding anniversary the next day when we went to this exhibition, or the week after. Both Rich and I really loved these paintings. They're so retro, they're so fitting for our house. So we bought two and they look brilliant and we're so happy with them. So those are another favourite of the month. Right, I'm going to get into my final favourite so you can have a little look, because I've had so many compliments on this dress. I thought that I'd bought it in the sale, but I hadn't. Everything else that I'd bought was in the sale in this order. But this dress I thought was, it's tricky saying reasonably priced, but for me and Em, I feel it's reasonably priced. And it's a real easy, chic, throw-on kind of dress. Let me go and put it on. Hold on. Look, do you like the shoulders on it? It's got a very slight racer back, which makes it really difficult to find a bra to wear with it, but that's another issue. Where can I stand that you'll be able to see this? Hold on. So it's a slub jersey, maxi dress. Can you see that? For God's sake. And I really like the cut of it. It's so easy, so loose, but it just feels, I feel like it feels quite sophisticated. Do you know what I mean? But casual but sophisticated. It's just got a really good cut. And it's navy, not black, which I think is slightly more forgiving on me. But yeah, I've been wearing it non-stop and I've had quite a few compliments. So that is my final favourite. How long is this video? I don't know, because I stopped it to get changed. I've got a feeling it's far too long. Look, I cannot thank you enough for your support with the book. If you've ordered it already, in audiobook, in ebook, in hardback, I cannot thank you enough. If you're around the world and you've been thinking, I can't, it's just not out yet, do look at Waterstones, and they will deliver to anywhere, and they're really, really good. And you'll probably get it months and months before you would if you waited for it to come out in your own country. And it does me a huge favour, to be honest, because the more orders you get at the beginning, the more booksellers order in, and then they push it, and it's all this whole sort of circle of publishing that I had no clue about until recently. There's a whole learning curve. Leave me a review or a rating or whatever it is on, I don't know, on whatever format you have that it prompts you to do, because that would also be wonderful. Leave me a comment on here. Let me know what you think. It's far too exciting. I'm a lot calmer now than at the beginning of the video, but still. Anyway, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for any support that you've given me. I just can't believe today is here. It's just, I don't want to say a dream come true, because it's so naff, but that, I can't sum it up any better than that. I've dreamt about this day for so long, and now it's here. And I look like I've got a hat.